sky burning, wind howls loud, ash in my boots, death in the crowd. I ain't no savior, I ain't no saint, just a man with a gun and a war to paint. Smoking lead, fire and steel, no remorse, no time to feel. Cross my path, take your last breath. I deal in blood, I deal in death. On the table, knife in my hand. You talk real tough, but you don't stand a chance. Whiskey spills, the night runs cold. One wrong move and you won't get old. Smoking lead, fire and steel, no remorse, no time to feel. Cross my path, take your last breath. I deal in blood, I deal in death. Shadows stretch, the reaper calls. Every man falls when the hammer falls. No law, no love, no peace for me. Just the echo of gunfire setting me free. Smoking lead, fire and steel, no remorse, no time to feel. Cross my path, take your last breath. I deal in blood, I deal in death. The moon turns red, ain't no rest till I'm good and dead. But till that day I'll ride on through with smoking lead and a hellbound view. Come on, Eagle! Voices in the dust, riding through the canyon where memories rust. 6-shot iron, ashes in my stride. The deal turned sour, now I got no place to hide. I ride with the damned, I walk with the cursed. The saddle in the saddle, the door's getting worse. Ain't no heaven calling, ain't no light ahead. Just the devil's grin, tail and a trail painted red. Moonlight dances, bones in the sand. A ghost town whisper still knows my hand. Whiskey runs hot, but it won't cleanse the skin. I hear death breathing, feel him closing in. I ride with the damned, I walk with the curse. I saddle
cracking, dirt shakes below. Ravens circling, telling tales they know. My past is a grave, my soul's wrapped in chain. Each town I pass still whispers my name. I ride with the damned, I walk with the cursed. The saddle in the saddle, never getting worse. Ain't no heaven calling, ain't no light ahead. Just the devil's grin and a trail painted red. So if you see me riding, turn your eyes away. There's no redemption, no debt to repay. Just dust and nails where I make my stand. Still riding with the damned.
There's a road past the old oak tree where shadows whisper secrets to the breeze. The devil's hand carved the path, they say. Only fools go walking when the sky turns gray. The church bell tolls, but it's distant and dim, a warning sound for the souls drawn to him. The land lays dry as the cold mist creeps. On Devil's Hollow Road, the lost soul sleeps. Devil's Hollow Road, where the sinners lay down. The dirt tastes like ashes from a burnt out town. You walk too far, there ain't no turning back. Footsteps fade quiet on the endless track. The wind moans curses through midnight air. No man's been seen, but you feel the stare. The crows keep watch from crooked pines, singing death songs to keep the time. The tales remain, though the faces change, etched in bark and the gravel strange. Some say they hear a fiddle row cry, playing for the damned neath the bloodlit sky. The bold and broken, the scared and brave, all vanish quiet past a shallow grave. It don't show mercy, it don't take blame. On Devil's Hollow Road, we die the same. From a burnt out town, you walk too far, there ain't no turning back. Footsteps fade quiet on the endless track. Devil's Hollow Road, where the sinners lay down. The dirt tastes like ashes from a burnt out town. No prayers work once you cross that line, just echoes lost where the lanterns die. Across a cracked red clay, the wind hums songs, the dead used to play. The night is cold and the silence grows, full of secrets that the lost road knows. Ghost of the broken road, they call my name, born of sorrow, baptized in flame. No turning back, no place to hide. I ride this hill with death by my side. Each mile behind me is lined with graves of the man I was, of the love I gave. I wear the scars, I drag the chain. The dust don't wash away the pain. Ghost of the broken road, they call my name, born of sorrow, baptized in flame. No turning back, no place to hide. I ride this hell with death by my side. Let the cold wind tear my skin. This cursed trail won't let me win. No cross can save, no prayers unwind the ghosts I carry in my mind. Ghost of the broken road, they call my name, born of sorrow, baptized in flame. No turning back, no place to hide. I ride this hell with death by my side. There's a fog that creeps on Saturday nights in Bourbon County, where the moon hides its light. Whispers and shadows in the fields of corn, stories of sorrow since the day they were born. Tucker's shack is falling down. He says he hears the cries from underground. Children laughing, then they scream. Underneath these stars, nothing's as it seems. Ghosts of Bourbon County near, whispering old secrets only the brave can hear. Hearts beat faster when the night wind moans. In the fields we planted our broken bones. Mrs. Greenwood's rocking chair sways, sways slow. On her porch where the wildflowers grow, she tells of love lost deep in the war, still haunted by a soldier who knocks on her door. Pastor Johnson keeps his church doors closed, says the devil's in the details, and everybody knows. The pews stay empty, but the air is thick with the sins of folks whose hearts turn quick. From dusty roads to the chapel bell, Bourbon County's tales are too dark to tell, and every soul here carries a weight unseen in the silence of the night they convene. With ambient organ sweat, cinematic and ghostly. Hiding in the hollow, the night is cold as sin. Empty bottles on the counter where my demons settle in. A flicker from the kerosene casts ghosts upon the wall. Every creak and groan reminds me of the things I can't recall. Old memories like thunder tearing through this empty room. A photograph that's fading, a love affair turned tomb. Rusty nails and broken boards, this house has lost its soul. I sit here drowning sorrows with a heart as black as coal. Whiskey and shadows, they're my only friends tonight. In this dark and endless silence, where wrong feels so right, every sip's a piece of me that slowly fades away. Whiskey and shadows guide me till the break of day. Mama's Bible on the table, dust covered and alone. I used to find my answers in those pages made of stone. But the words won't heal a spirit that's been shattered and betrayed. In this empty house of sorrow, only shadows stay. The rain taps on the window like a lover's mournful sigh. I've walked these crooked highways with a curse in every stride. The devil holds my secrets, whispering softly in the dark. Wish I could break these chains and make one final mark. Whiskey and shadows, they're my only friends tonight. In this dark and endless silence, where wrong feels so right, every sip's a piece of me that slowly fades away. Whiskey and shadows guide me till the break of day. Whiskey River, I saw a ghost in the night, with a bottle in hand, he stood by the pale moonlight. Whispers of sorrow echoed through the trees. His eyes were full of stories, painful memories. Mama said, boy, don't you wander too far. That river's cursed with shadows and scars. But the moon was my guide, and the night grew cold. I felt the weight of history in that haunted fold. Whiskey River's ghost, he's no friend, he's no man. He's the rage of the storm, the cry of the damned. Hold your breath and your tears when you walk that path, or you'll find yourself buried in his heartless wrath. Legends and tales passed down through the years of broken hearts and endless tears. The ghost by the river with his mournful song pulled me closer to where I didn't belong. In the silence I heard him call my name, a whisper in the wind, a voice in the flame. Turn back your soul, boy, it's too late. The ghost and I now share the same fate. Whiskey River's ghost, he's no friend, he's no man. He's the rage of the storm, the cry of the damned. Hold your breath and your tears when you walk that path, or you'll find yourself buried in his heartless wrath. There's a shadow on the ridge tonight. Wind cuts deep in the pale moonlight. Old man Jenkins grips his gun, swears the reckoning has just begun. Mary lights her lanterns bright, claims she saw a ghost take flight. Children shiver, eyes shut tight, whispering prayers through the longest night. Oh, the darkness doesn't sleep, keeps the silence buried deep. Voices lost in winds that bite, no redemption left in sight. Every footstep holds a cost. Truths they swore are long since lost. Scars remain where lies took place. Time won't grant this town its grace. Oh, the darkness doesn't sleep, keeps the silence buried deep. Voices lost in winds that bite, no redemption left in sight. Dark says roosters crow with spite. Drinks his madness through the night. Won't forgive, won't trust the soul. Eyes like coals burn black and cold. Down by the banks where the wild wind sighs stands a faded home 'neath the crimson sky. A lantern sways through the thickest gloom, glows like sorrow in a widow's room. Oh, the widow waits where the cold winds moan for the man she lost to the dark unknown. His shadow lingers, his voice still calls. Follow me down where the silence falls. Her hands are frail, her hopes turn dust. She speaks to the night with a ghostly trust. The river hums his name so low. Step closer, now where the dark things go. It awaits where the cold winds moan for the man she lost to the dark unknown. His shadow lingers, his voice still calls. Follow me down where the silence falls. At the stroke of 3, her breath runs thin. She walks to the edge, lets the dark pull in. The trees all shiver, the waters swell, and the wind it cries, all hearts must dwell. Now the blackbirds cry as the red sky bleeds. 2 shadows drift among the weeds. The lantern's gone, but her vow still burns. A love too deep where the river turns. They burned my past, left me in flame. Thought I'd crawl, hang my head in shame. But I don't beg, I don't feel. I ride with ghosts and cold hard steel. Blood on the ground, smoke in the air. You played your hand, now don't you dare. There's no repent, no final prayer. Only fire gonna meet you there. Sky's gone black, the crows all scream. Justice now's a brutal dream. Ain't no badge, just dirt and lead. Just my eyes and what you said. Blood on the ground, smoke in the air. You played your hand, now don't you dare. There's no repent, no final prayer. Only fire gonna meet you there. You look for grace, but grace won't show. You crossed the line too long ago. No saints ride out where I've been. Only shadows with blood-stained skin. Blood on the ground, smoke in the air. You played your hand, now don't you dare. There's no repent, no final prayer. Only fire gonna meet you there. The moon hangs low, my boots stay warm. No mercy rides in this red storm. Ashes fall like a whispered sin, and I won't stop till the end begins. Till the end begins.
The bottle's dry, the moon hangs low. Through cracked glass, the cold winds blow. Every ghost I knew feeds the gloom. Shadows crawl across this lonesome room. Gravel roads and a rusted gate. dragging chains of a heavy fate. Memories sting like a phantom wound under a sky still marooned. Whiskey and silence, heavy is the night. Lonely hearts flicker in the failing light. Every still breath, a whisper from the past, frozen in time, like shattered glass. Door sways with a creaking call. He left this world one bitter fall. Now cries ring out through a smoky haze. I'm still wandering through his maze. A trembling clutch in my weathered hand. The years roll by like slipping sand. By the river where we used to lie, now it's just me beneath this sky. Clinging to the edge of a long lost trail, the moon wears frost like a morning veil. Silhouettes crawl where truths once lie, and every breeze still speaks the cries. The chapel doors swing with a hollow groan. Wind hums hymns for the long gone bones, stone by stone. the past decays, but those cold voices never fade. Haunted whispers in the dead of night, rolling through the hills, pale and white. Spirits call and shadows press in this cursed land with foreigner guests. A rusted bell rings soft and slow, steps on gravel with nowhere to go. The air cuts deep like a preacher's sigh, and the silence howls a lullaby. Cabins sink where the weeds now grow, empty frames where firelight glowed. The swing still moves with no one near, like it's rocking old forgotten fear. Haunted whispers in the dead of night, rolling through the hills, pale and white. Spirits call and shadows press in this cursed land where forever guests. They said, give up the wicked men, but now they bleed us once again. Every promise turns to ash, truth is buried in their stash. We scream and shout, but it's all the same. Our cries are lost, they shift the blame. They come like wolves without a chain, feeding greed and stoking pain. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a storm descending with no rest. No escape from this living mess, drowning in the blood we bled. They swore a land of milk and honey, but we live where it's always bloody. We live where it's always bloody. We're just names lost in the feed, silent victims built to bleed. Behind their smiles the lies are sown, feeding on what we've outgrown. We scream and shout, but the sky won't crack. Truth's been burned and won't come back. They come like wolves with fangs revealed, and nothing left but wounds unhealed. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a storm descending with no rest. No escape from this living mess, drowning in the blood we bled. They saw a land of milk and honey, the chain or die this way. Our freedom rots more every day. We looked for heroes, but they sold their soul, smiling wide as the darkness stole. They play both sides behind the veil, keeping us divided, doomed to fail. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a storm descending with no rest. No escape from this living mess, drowning in the blood we bled. They swore a land of milk and honey, but we live where it's cold and bloody. We live in a dark country. We bleed in a dark country.
The sun bleeds down behind the ridge, a creeping chill across the bridge. Whispers crawl from the sleeping dust, where faith once lived now rots with rust. Down the devil's path the stories breathe, of holy men brought to their knees. Crows take flight where sins are sown. You walk this trail, but not alone. The lantern flickers, barely glows. The woods remember what no one knows. Footsteps echo with every wrong, each mile of verse in a cursed song. The chapel's bell tolls sharp and wide, calling lost souls who tried to hide. The moon turns dark, the wind turns cold. The devil grins with hands to hold. Down the devil's path the stories breathe, of holy men brought to their knees. Crows take flight where sins are sown. You walk this trail, but not alone.
A name carved deep in twisted oak, a warning left in blood and smoke. It marks the ground where angels fled. This road won't rest till truth is bled. Down the devil's path the fire feeds. The bones of pride and broken creeds. Crows still circle cold and known on this cursed path. You're never alone. We play games with the shadows deep, but the reapers never sleep. Words we trusted turn to lies, while the smoke fills up our skies. We scream and fight, but it's all in vain. Drowned beneath the flood of pain. They circle close like starving hounds, tearing hope from sacred grounds. They are wolves howling for our skin, things of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Just a cog in a crooked wheel, crushed beneath their iron heel. Behind those suits no soul remains, only lust for more and gain. We scream, we cry, they turn away. The silence louder every day. They feed on fear, on every sin, the nightmare we are living in. They are wolves howling for our skin, fangs of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Is there fire still in our veins, or are we shackled by our chains? We pray for truth, but trust is dead, sold for silver, drowned in red. They call themselves the only way, but they're the night that stole the day. They are wolves howling for our skin, fangs of power, blood within. No escape, no higher ground, just crimson rising all around. They swore we'd find sweet liberty, but we live in a dark country. Yes, we live, we bleed in a dark country. pale in a silent sky. Old bridge groans where secrets lie. An empty flask rolls through the street. Dust and shame beneath my feet. Graveyard stones with names long gone. The chapel creaks with a ghostly song. Curtains drawn behind locked glass. Even shadows don't dare pass. This cursed town where hope won't stay, where echoes twist and dreams decay. Dead men whisper, claw and gnaw. No one outruns the devil's draw. The diner's dark, cold as bone. Voices gone, just static tone. Rust creeps slow on the weathered barn. Life pulled back, left only harm. Wolves cry low past the mill's dead stream. Night grows thick like a fever dream. Roots are deep in this lonesome tree. This haunted land won't set me free. Can't outrun the toll I pay. Buried truth won't wash away. Every breath pulls deeper in. Drawn again where the dark begins.